Over time, silver stackers do become gold stackers just because you end up seeing the value that is held within, such a small space. So why do most silver stackers end up becoming gold stackers? Let's explore the reasons why. It's pretty safe to assume that most stackers start buying silver when they first get started. And it's easy to see why. Silver is cheap, it's easy to get into. With just $20 or with $20 to $100, you could get a nice stack of shiny. Like most people, I progressed from starting with small silver pieces and have now started into buying a bit more gold. I started out with the basic bullion, whether with bars or some government minted coins like these maple leaves. We also know that American silver eagles are some of stackers' favorite coins. Before the year 2020, these came at a very good premium, so you were able to buy these $2 or $3 or $4 over spot. So certainly American silver eagles are a staple in most stackers' life. And that was the case with me. I stacked silver bars, silver rounds, and silver eagles. Now, as you continue stacking, you may progress and expand the types of coins that you buy. And that was the case with me. I started buying peace dollars. Common dates, cheap stuff as I consider, but you start expanding your horizons beyond American eagles and just bars. As is the case with peace dollars, Morgan dollars are another type of coin that stackers get into. And we all progress through these and, we buy them as best we can. These are beautiful coins, and this is when you start becoming a collector. Then, furthermore, you start expanding into series. At least I did. Perth Mint, when I started stacking back in 2014, was a big series. So I did pick up the Perth Mint products. This is the 2016 Year of the Monkey. And so these are a little bit more of a premium coins. But hey, you've been stacking and you're looking for variation. And then I also bought some pandas. Really expanded into that as well. And then other series start to catch your eye. Series like these Queen's Beast coins came out at a pretty decent price when they were initially released. So these were just another bullion coin from the Royal Mint. And these were easy to stack. These were nice. You could buy these $2 to $4 over spot when they first released. So, I got into that. I also bought some Hoffmann and Hoffmann rounds. These are more vintage, a little bit more classic design, and I went for that. As silver gets more interesting, you go into maybe some earlier dates that you missed. That was the case with this Year of the Dragon coin. This was released before I started stacking, and since I picked up the 2014s and 15s, I went back to 2012 and picked up this design, and that's where stacking starts getting a little bit dangerous. But as a stacker, you start looking for other options and other avenues. I also picked up some of these Atlantis Mint bars. These were limited mintages, and that's what many of us stackers start doing. We look into limited releases, limited mintages, and really get into the collection side of things. These certainly were less expensive than they are now, but just the way that stackers evolve. And then we start diving into gold, as it was the case with myself and with many other silver stackers. We start buying the 1/10 ounce gold coins just because they're easier entry points. These are easier to buy price wise. Back in the day, you could spend $150 and you could buy a 1/10 ounce coin, and that's how I started. I started stacking the smaller 10th ounce coins and slowly started progressing to larger sizes. I did start collecting 1/10 ounce coins. I did go through a period when I upgraded most of my 1/10 ounce coins, so I don't have that many remaining now. And that's just because, I cashed out on those premiums and started buying larger coins instead. That progression took me into buying 1/4 ounce gold coins. And this is just one example. American Gold Eagles, Canadian Maples are some of the easier ways to get into 1/4 ounce stacking at a reasonable premium. These still have a larger premium than the 1 ounce pieces, but it's a good way to get your feet wet into a larger size. I also bought some of the Queen's Beast series. Unfortunately, I did upsize most of those as well. But I'm going back at it again with Tudor Beast coins with the 1/4 ounce. I think these are great coins. But the progression continues from 10th ounce to 1/4 ounce. And then after a while, you start getting a little bit more patient. You don't feel like you need to buy every single time you have some money saved up. And then you are able to save up for the 1/2 ounce coins. These 1/2 ounce versions come with a smaller premium than the 10th and the 1/4 ounce coins. And it starts being a bigger chunk of gold. And then finally you graduate to the 1 ounce. It's amazing how when you start stacking, you could only put enough money together for a 10 ounce silver bar. But then, after a few years, you're able to save up to you and just stumble upon money to buy a 1 ounce gold coin. And, when I first started, I never thought I'd be able to do that, to purchase a full ounce without sacrificing a lot. But it does become, easier over time just because you become more patient. You're able to buy larger coins just because you're able to manage your budgets a lot better. Not only your stacking budget, but you end up finding out pieces in your own life where you could cut down on expenses and save up for the larger chunks of gold. So I've been able to stack, more 1 ounce gold coins over the last 3 years than I did, for the previous 5 years before that. And it really does come with patience. It really does come just from having a nice base of silver that you don't feel you need to buy every single week or every single month. And you start being able to save up for larger pieces like these that do come with a smaller premium overall. And then you start picking the coins that you like, whether you stack for weight. Me, myself, I stack coins that have an upside. So I do try to find gold coins that might appreciate over time in addition to spot price. So that's, a lot of what I look for, but also trying to hedge my purchases. And, over time, silver stackers do become gold stackers just because you end up seeing the value that is held within, such a small space. A 1 ounce gold coin is actually smaller than a 1 ounce silver coin, yet at the time of this video is 70 to 80 times more in value for a 1 ounce gold than it is for a 1 ounce silver. So, and then you start realizing that wealth does come in many shapes and sizes, and that gold in fact really is true wealth and true money. And you start seeing silver more as a gamble and as an option that's out there available. So that's where I am now. I really am continuing to stack silver, but I am trying to shift my focus into gold as much as I can reasonably can. And then, just continue to, at the very least, add in value the same value in gold as I do in silver. And for me, this is a long game, but it's just interesting to see how different silver stackers that have been around on YouTube have progressed into gold stacking. And I can see why. It's just, it's just the evolution that many of us stackers follow. Anyway, that's all I got for today. Have a good one.